Okay, Virgo, this is the 6th time that I am doing this video, mostly because of this little munchkin who keeps knocking over the cards and ripping up the litter box bag. Okay, Virgo, this is the 6th time I'm making, well, this is the 7th time I'm making this video because I have a couple of little munchkins running around. I have a couple of cats that are freaking out and tearing up the place and ripping up litter bags and running in and out and banging on the door and messing up the cards. So this is the 7th time I'm doing this. So here we go. January. This is the Two of Wands, and this is about making a decision. Now, usually when you have the Two of Wands, it is about making a decision that you really like both things, and it's hard to decide. In that case, I would just say pick one and then go down that road because that's the road you're meant to go down. Whatever you pick, that's the road that you're meant to go down. And if there's something that you really want to do, pick something that's going to make you have joy, have happiness. If it's between something you want and something you feel like you have to do the thing that you want. Because, you know, life is short, and I would just recommend that you try to make life as enjoyable as possible. And it's really hard when you have one of these little critters running around. This little critter is ripping up she is messing up all of the cards. I love you, but you're being a pain right now. I know. Go on. Get out of here. All right. Now, for February, we have the Queen of Cups, and I love this one in this deck because it is a girl dressed up as a guy. It is someone who is being themselves. They're not afraid to be themselves. They're not afraid to take risks. They're not afraid to just say, this is what I want to dress like. This is what I want to be like. This is me. I'm just doing this. And I don't care what other people say. I don't care how other people judge me. And that is not just for your appearance. It's also for your art, because the Queen of Cups is about your emotions. It's about who you love, and it's about your creativity. So that is saying if you want to put something out in the world, don't be afraid of other people judging it. I know that's hard to say because everyone's afraid of what other people are going to say about your work or your relationships, but life is short again. So I just think that you should do what makes you happy and be yourself, because even if you're perfect, even if you're the absolute perfect person, people will judge you anyway, and they will say bad things about you anyway. So you might as well just be yourself and do what it is that you think is best for you to be happy. Okay? So it's also about doing art, being creative, taking risks, and telling people how you feel. Over here, that's for February. So being brave and being creative and telling people how you feel. Over here in February, we have the Magician, and this is about you being able to magically make things happen. And it's like being a good manager. All of a sudden, if somebody says, well, this is going wrong, and you can fix it. And this is going wrong, and you can fix it. Yours is in reverse, which does not mean the opposite. It just means that you might need to have help from other people to be a magician. You might need to, sometimes you can't do everything on your own. You might need to call in an expert or call in a friend to help you, because you can't always do everything on your own, but you are the catalyst. So you are the one who has the solution. You just need to bring in other people to help you. Now in April, you have the Emperor. And that's wonderful because the Emperor gives you things that you need, whether it's like a car loan or a house loan, or suddenly being able to see this thing that you've always wanted to do. You always want to take a course, and all of a sudden the course you want is just right there. So it's the universe giving you things that you need, and that is for April. So wonderful things happening in April, the universe helping you out. May, we have the Knight of Cups, again with the emotions, again with somebody giving, again with somebody brave. It's a knight. He's got a sword. He's ready to like fight for love. So the cups, the Knight of Cups is somebody who is saying, I love you. I care about you. I want to be kind. It's also about kindness because you're giving some good feelings to other people. So it's about being kind to others, and also reciprocating love. Maybe they're reciprocating the love that you're giving in February. Okay, now it must work out pretty well because you have this in June, celebrating. This could be going out on dates. This could be going to parties. This could be going to weddings. And it's also, even if you're just by yourself, I mean, you're just celebrating and you're feeling good and you're saying, hey, we have reasons to celebrate. Let's get a pizza, you know? I like to go to Wingstop and get a good thing of wings whenever I'm really happy. Okay, so whatever you like to do. Here is this is July. Now yours is a special July because a lot of people in July are getting cards that thinking about things and maybe feeling bad about life, maybe feeling sad or left out or whatever. A lot of people are getting bad cards for July or crappy cards for July. You're getting not a crappy one. You're getting like you have a lot, but you're looking for something new. You're looking for something out there. So maybe when you go to this wedding or this party, you realize, hey, I think I might want to try that. I might want to try getting together with somebody, moving in with somebody, getting married to somebody. I might want to try looking for somebody new because I was at this party and I met people and I thought, hey, this is like, I want that. I want to have relationships like that. So this is about you. The Eight of Cups is about you having a lot and looking for more. Okay? Searching for more, but you still have a lot at home. Now, over here you have the Judgment card and it's in reverse for August. Remember I told you in July, a lot of people are going to be squirrely about July. A lot of people are going to be tense or like sensitive in July. So yours is Judgment and it's upside down. So do not take it personally if people are being trolls in July or being touchy in July or snapping at you in July. And if they're doing that in July, don't take it personally in August, because in August it's about negative judgment, about either you being too harsh judging others or others being too harsh judging you. You already know that you took risks in February. You already know that you're trying new things in July. So don't take it so personally, or try not to, if in August the new things you tried, other people are not on board with it, or other people are not, they're judging you, or they're just saying mean things. I mean, I've seen the nicest people on the internet, like the nicest people, get some horrible comments. And I just think, if that person's nice and they never do anything wrong or they never do anything bad, why are they getting these horrible comments? So you can only imagine if somebody actually take risks, how many comments they're going to get. Okay, so don't take that personally. Take it as a sign that you've done something amazing if people are not just saying, oh, it's the same thing as before. Sorry about coughing. My throat is sore from doing all these videos. Now, what you have for September is the Three of Pentacles, which is awesome. That is about doing a good job and people noticing and people saying good things. So in August, if people are giving you a lot of flack and saying they don't like something that you're doing, just hold on till September, because in September, you're doing a great job and people are noticing. People are saying good things about you in September. So just ignore anyone who's being vocally rude in August. It's not because of you. It's because they don't have a good card in July and they're taking it out on you. So just ignore that, okay? Just do with whatever you want, and don't worry. Don't give in to judgment. And please don't try to judge other people really harshly in July, because you're not really going through anything bad in July. You're just searching for stuff. Other people have sad, depressed, or whatever cards in July. So give them a little bit of slack, okay? They're not coming after you. They're just being really a little bit bitchy. Now, in October, you have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who is brutally honest, okay? Again, with the honesty, again, with the negative judgment. Yours is upright, so it's not saying that you're doing anything bad necessarily. Just be careful of your sword. Be careful when you're giving people harsh judgment or harsh truth, that you're not cutting them with your sword, okay? Because you've already had to deal with that yourself in August, and you don't want to spread any kind of negativity to somebody in October, okay? So you will have to be honest with people, and if somebody is trolling you from August, you might have to go back and just be like, if they're still bugging you, you might be able to just say, look, this is it. I'm the queen. I don't need to deal with people like giving me these little tiny peasant comments. I don't need to deal with somebody taking out their aggression on me. I don't need to deal with people who are being fake or hiding behind fake names, or people who are just in a bad mood. I'm going to just be honest and tell you, I ain't going to put up with that. Okay? So the Queen of Swords in October. It's also about being wise. The swords are about intelligence. So in October, you're going to be wise, you're going to be strong, and you're not going to put up with any guff. Just be really careful if you're being honest with people, that you don't hurt someone you care about, or even a stranger, that you don't hurt their feelings with your sword when you're being honest. You can be honest without being cruel, okay? So you're in charge in October. You're doing great. Now, for November, you have the High Priest, which is about being wise and knowing things that other people don't know. And I think it still, again, goes back to the July thing where everybody else is, like in a funk, but you're actually searching and you're actually growing. Okay. And then you have this negative judgment going back and forth. It could be on both sides, getting it and receiving it, like getting it and dishing it out. Then you have this thing where you're doing a great job and people are telling you you're great. Then you're rising above it and being a queen and not dealing with petty people or petty problems. And then you have the high priest where you know a lot of this stuff, like what's going on more than other people. The high priest or the high priestess is about people who have a lot of intuitiveness. They're very you get instincts and you have intuition and you know things even if you can't explain how you know it, you just know. Okay, so being very, very wise in November. Now, this may be one of the reasons you're so wise, because in December you have the Six of Swords, which is about leaving a situation that's rocky and moving towards a smoother situation. So if there's somebody who is bothering you in August, and then you're just saying, I'm going to ignore that and just do my work. And then in October, you say, listen, I'm just going to be strong here. I'm not going to put up with any crap. And then November, you can see what's working and what's not. You can see who in your life is working and who's not. And you can see what situations in your life are not suitable for a queen or king. And you say, that's it. I'm not putting up with this or this or this. Maybe even at work, you're not putting up with certain people. Or in your family, you're not putting up with certain people, because it doesn't have to be a literal trip that you're actually like moving companies or moving away from your family or anything. It's just saying you're moving on to smoother waters, an environment that is calmer for you. And you don't necessarily want to hang out with people that are pushing your buttons, because some people are going to be a little tense and they might be bothering you. So you're saying, I don't have time for that. I've got a life. So you're going to, I'm fighting with a kitten right now. So you're going to go to smoother waters and you are going to take care of you and let them sort out their own stuff on their own time, because you don't have time for that. Now, first I'm going to show you the kitten of 2020. No, she's in there attacking all the cards, okay? But that's probably lucky. Now, this is the stuff that is your obstacle for the year. Your obstacle for the year is options, having a lot of options. And that goes back to the decision at the beginning of the year, where you have like the two things that you're not really sure which way to go. You make your decision, but then around the rest of the year, you're still going to have a lot of options. Do I put up with this person? Do I talk back to this person? Do I start an internet war with this person? Or do I choose this job? Do I choose that job? Do I hang out with this person? Do I hang out with that one? When I go to this party, do I choose to stay in a relationship, or do I choose just to try a new one? Because you have the Eight of Cups, where you have a thing where you're thinking, I have something great, but I want to look for something new. So you're going to have a lot of options this year, which is great. You're going to have a lot of different choices to make. Now, this is your card that's hidden from you. It is the Sun, which is excellent. It is about being happy. That's what's hidden from you. A lot of happiness that you don't see coming, and then you suddenly say, hey, I feel really happy. I didn't know that I was going to feel this way. I feel great. Because this is the things that are hidden from you. It is the Sun, which is the best card you can get. It is blissfulness and happiness. So it sounds like a good year for you. Now, I'm going to give you a spiritual card. I'm going to shuffle this one right here. The other one I shuffled off camera because it takes too long. Letting go. Letting go is your spiritual card for the year. And that's what you have at the end of the year in December, where you're in that boat and you're sailing away from anything that is bothering you, like any rough waters. By December, you're sailing away. You're letting go and you're going down the river. Okay? So you're going to be getting away from people and situations that are just causing you frustration. So you're going to say, I don't have time for that, because I am a king or a queen, and I'm too mature to deal with that right now. No matter how old you are, you can say, I am mature enough to ignore that right now. Okay, this is your fate card for the year. Looks like a holy grail. It's rejuvenation and fulfillment. Excellent. That's where the sun comes from. That's where you're going to get the sun card, where you feel fulfilled and you feel great. And rejuvenation is taking care of yourself. So if at any point you feel like people are getting on your nerves, instead of fighting with them, just go and take care of yourself and pamper yourself and be good to yourself. Especially since you're so brave this year, taking risks and putting yourself out there. Whoa! I just dropped cards everywhere. Putting your art out there and and the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, you're gonna be so friggin' brave this year. So I say celebrate that and take good care of yourself. Okay? So have a great year, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.